I think I'm probably going to call this video Leave James Charles Alone 2020 because, in all honesty, that is what I want at this point. That is the campaign I'm running on.
I'm desperate.
So he basically promoted her competition when supposedly they were best friends.
Backstabbing. And you can think that you are the best of friends, and then you're just not.
She was crying, she was talking about how a friend had just betrayed her trust, how she was sick of doing things for other people.
It's been a long time coming.
It's all I want. It's all I need. I just want people to leave this guy alone.
Hey, what's up you guys? It's Dustin and I am back with another video, and in this video I am going to be discussing James Charles. Now, a lot of you may not know that James Charles just went on a podcast with somebody named Sophia Franklin. She has about 70,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and in this podcast James says that he was telling the truth and he was saying all these different things that would lead people to believe that he was maybe wrongfully accused of the things that have been going around him on social media for several years, and I'm here to tell you that is just not the case. As you guys know, I have firmly had my foot on James Charles's neck when it comes to these allegations and him admitting what he did. So in this video, I wanted to come on here and respond to what he said in this video and react to it with receipts, because you know I have them. Because at one point in time, I was working on a series that was going to come out and expose James Charles, as well as many other people that played a massive role in him basically getting away with this. So if you guys would like to hear what I have to say about all of this, stay tuned to this video. Now, I want to say before I get into this, I have teased this, I have talked about this at length, and to be truthful, the reason why I have not finished this series is because I believe with what I have found, and this is just my findings from research, hours upon hours of research, if I were to come out and finish this series, it would paint someone in a light that they do not deserve to be painted in, so that is why I have never finished this series on James Charles. However, I am going to be sharing a lot of things that were in this series or were going to be in this series that I know and that I'm privy to after literally hours upon hours, months and months of research, not just from me, but from other people in the community as well behind the scenes, because we've all had a sneaking suspicion that throughout the years that maybe James Charles had people working for him, because in the past, James Charles reached out to myself as well as T-Spill, Paige, all these different people in a group chat when all this came out about Gage. So I need to set the background and the stage for all of you guys. After James Charles got called out and then he came out with no more lies, a lot of people believed what he said, and there was a ton of people defending this man. I was getting hate. I believe Peter Mom was getting hate, Ashley, Kyle, all these people within the community that I'm a part of were getting hate because people believed that James Charles was innocent. Well, we all know that eventually in this timeline, James Charles got exposed, but up until James Charles got exposed, we had some really prominent people within this community really defending him. We had Here for the Tea, we had Tamimi, we had Creep Show Art, we had Jake Yonsei, we had Shelby from Deep Dive, because they're all a part of the same clique. They were all defending James Charles tooth and nail, basically making my life and anyone's life that commented on what happened with James Charles' life hell. I remember specifically that Tamimi made a video and put my face up there with Rich Lux and said that I was a bought drama channel.
Drama YouTubers are stereotyped to be extremely biased over people like Jeffree Star or anyone who's friends with Shane Dawson. It's possible some may feel a false sense of security that by being friends with someone famous, they will absorb the success that that person has. Also, PR. But in my personal opinion, if you're going to be a channel that's dedicated to ripping people apart for doing bad things, or investing the time and energy into discussing scandals, your credibility is weighed by your bias. Bias is one of the reasons why so many people have turned to the internet over traditional forms of mass media. People want to rely on sources they can trust. But what if this is happening online as well? Spoiler alert, of course it is. Just like a corporately owned news channel or that awful show called The View, some YouTube channels are horrendously biased and corrupt.
Now, we all know around that time that I was getting PR, and that was the end of the world for some people, because I received some PR of makeup that I don't even wear. Somehow I was being paid to make these videos and reactions that I was doing, and this was used as a big argument against myself as well as many other people. But now we have people that are actually befriending these beauty gurus. Spill Sesh, going out here doing your face reveal with Manny MUA. But I want to know how we got from the point of getting PR bad to doing a face reveal with a beauty guru that is so problematic good. Like, how is that okay?
It's
not Morgan Adams. It's actually Christy, that's been silly. And I'm here with Manny MUA.
Hi guys. In this community, it has always been rules of thee, not for me. So for that, Spill Sesh really gets on my nerves. But now I guess we need to talk about Liam. Now you guys may know Liam from his videos that he made on Jeffree Star. He was dragging him to the sediment for a while, and a lot of his videos that he made got tons and tons and tons of views. Now with that said, also keep in mind that Liam was also one of the people that was hinting very heavily that Tati was going to come out and make an exposed video on Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. And I can prove this with the tweets that Liam was posting at that time. He said, "I've done all I can. The path for James and Tati to speak their truth is open. I hope they use it. Don't tell nobody, but I've heard that Tati will be making a video defending James. This is her chance to redeem herself." And we all know how that went. Tati came out and had this aha moment just for James Charles to go on and get exposed again. Liam also said, "We need to have a serious conversation about deplatforming him. Also, a video from Tati would help." Now, in the context of which he is tweeting this is about Jeffree Star, because we all knew that Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson were opposition to James Charles. Now, ironically enough, it wasn't a problem that James Charles followed Liam, because Liam actually tweeted out and said, "Hey King, I'm glad to have you here with me." Now, the irony in this situation for me is I used to get dragged just for tweeting back to Jeffree Star, and eventually when he followed me, I got dragged to hell. But here in this particular time period, it was June of 2020, this is when James Charles followed him. Now, I have reason to believe that maybe James Charles was communicating or speaking to him behind the scenes, because how would Liam know that there was a video coming from Tati? I don't know, but what I do know is that Liam was heavily affiliated with Jake Yonsei, Creepshow Art, as well as many other people that was calling Jeffree Star out, and they were all trying to drag me because I got PR. This was also around the same time that I was getting dragged because I didn't comment on Jeffree Star and Davi Vanity, but guess what? If you go on my channel right now and type in Jeffree Star, Dustin Dailey, and Davi Vanity, guess what? A video comes up that was not even monetized. I took the time out of my own day to make a video about Jeffree Star and Davi Vanity that I didn't even want to comment on. But getting back to Liam, this was also around the same time that Morphe dropped Jeffree Star. He even quote tweeted where Morphe said that they were dropping Jeffree Star and said, "We love to see it." Now, this is not me defending Jeffree in any capacity. He did what he did and he got what he got. But it's hard not to see the irony in this whole situation of how I myself and many other people have gotten dragged to hell over the years. But here we have this guy that literally made all these videos about Jeffree Star and James Charles never come out and actually take back what they said defending this person. Even in a video where Liam hinted that maybe James Charles was manipulating drama channels, he couldn't take back any of the things that he said in defense of James Charles.
I try not to get into my opinions too heavily in these videos, but let's pause the classical music for a second and let's just talk girl to girl really quick. Cut the cameras. James Charles, probably not watching this, but we'll see if I get a takedown notice. You have made so many people look like fools. They defended you, they gave you the benefit of the doubt, they trusted you, myself included, call it sticking it to my pride. But over the past few years, you've accepted help and support on this from not only other influencers, but also other drama channels, other commentary channels, all while knowing you were not being completely transparent. The situation doesn't only affect you anymore, it jeopardizes so many other people's credibility and careers. That's why me personally, I think that this James Charles shit is so dangerous for the platform, because it's literally a situation where if he goes down, he's taking a lot of other people with him. And what bothered me a little bit is there was not one single apology or acknowledgement for all the people he had misled, and that this whole problem has dragged down. Like I said before, has damaged a lot of people's credibility. This whole situation has panned out over the course of these past few years, and it is very clear that there was a lot of manipulation going on. Because like I said, this isn't just a situation that just affects James Charles' credibility anymore. People defended him over the past few years, and that I really do believe that they are owed an apology as well, because their involvement with the issue was purely voluntary.
And you will see this pattern with many other people like Tamimi, like Creepshow Art, like Jake Yonsei. It's like they were all ready and willing here to drag anybody that had anything to do with the demise of James Charles, and they were out here trying to build him up, but the moment that he got exposed finally once and for all, it was like crickets. Which really pisses me off, because this comes off as opportunistic. It comes off to me as if they were just making these videos because they wanted the money, they saw the dollar signs, and it's my opinion that James Charles was in the back end feeding them information, and we'll get into that a little bit more in this video later.
I think I'm probably going to call this video Leave James Charles Alone 2020 me because, in all honesty, that is what I want at this point. That is the campaign I'm running on. It's all I want. It's all I need. I just want people to leave this guy alone and let him relax for a minute. Wait, no, not a minute, a whole goddamn year, because this kid has gone through it. Just absolutely, utterly been dragged through the mud, and literally is still dealing with the after effects of Dramageddon 2, where he was smeared and defamed.
So everything that I've shown you in this video up until this point is to reinforce the fact that I believe that James Charles is a master manipulator, and I believe that he used drama channels, commentary channels, art channels, anyone that would listen to further the narrative that he was innocent and everything that everyone was saying about him is lies. Which brings me to the T Avengers. Now, you're probably like, what is the T Avengers? And if you don't know, I'm here to tell you. It was a Twitter account that popped up around the time that all of these videos were coming out decimating Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. But going back to Liam, we all know that he was connected to Kat Tenbarge, Jake Yancey, Shelby from Deep Dive, all of these different people, right? Well, this Twitter account popped up and the bio reads as follows: journalists, artists, commentary, and drama channels who are here to bring the truth, aka a place to keep a bunch of receipts. So I'm going to show you who this account followed, right? They don't follow anyone now, but of course I have screenshots back from this time period, and I believe that all the people that this account followed were part of a group chat. And the people that this account followed are Smokey Glow, Kat Tenbarge, Gigi with the T, Not Another Drama Channel, this is Shelby, Tamimi, Creepshow Art, Sharita, and Jake Yancey. Now I find it very, very strange and very, very weird that all of these people were followed by this account, and all of these same people were hinting that Tati would be dropping a video that was going to decimate Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. And we all know that the video that Tati put out, Breaking My Silence, did just that. And then Tati wound up just like everybody else with egg on her face. Is Tati really dropping a video, or is it just a rumor? It's part of a rumor, but so far the beginning stages of it have come true, so I guess we'll see. Shane's statement feels preemptive of something that's coming. Also, it was super off-putting, saying James basically deserved huge allegations to humble his ego. Like, Jesus. Like, I feel he knows what's happening tomorrow, and he doesn't know what to do. I think Shane and Jeffree are about to get called out for their clownery. No matter what, Tati, say what you need to say. We are all listening. Something huge is about to happen in the beauty community. Sharita replies and says, check your DM. Okay, but for real, this is worse than I thought, and the tea will spill. It just has to at some point because, oh my God. At T Avengers, at Petermon, at Creepshow Art, at Tamimi. They are in the chat that first found this out, so they are updated. And I just want to add that Petermon was not a part of this chat. But to even further prove my point that I believe that these people were sharing information and passing it along to one another, the T Avengers put out a tweet that said, a message from Danny, and I'm not going to try to say that last name because I don't know how to say it, regarding the incident between Jeffree Star and Hunter. Now, the Hunter that they're talking about, I believe, is Hunter Moore, which is the person from Is Anyone Up? All of these people made videos about Hunter and Jeffree and what his alleged experience was. And I'm not defending Jeffree Star in any way, but we should all know that Hunter Moore is just as bad as Jeffree Star, if not worse. But the message that Danny sent said, sure, I just want to be clear. I did not witness what happened inside the bedroom. I witnessed Hunter and Jeffree leaving the bedroom into the living room where I was hanging out. Hunter came to me saying, we need to go right now. Then Jeffree threw a huge butcher knife at Hunter, narrowly missing him and hitting the wall behind him. We then had to flee the apartment. As we reached the street, Jeffree stood on the balcony screaming and throwing glasses at us. That's all I can remember, and you can quote me on that. Now here's the link between Liam and this alleged group chat I believe was going on happened. Liam sent me this screenshot, so I know he passed it along to the T Avengers. So this, in my opinion, puts this group chat in direct communication with James Charles. You're not going to tell me that this person, Liam, that tweeted so many times about this video possibly coming from Tati, was not telling them that Tati was making a video if that's something that James Charles told him. But what's even weirder about this is this same information was put into this article that was written by Kat Tenbarge that reads, Jeffree Star's essay assault accuser was paid $45,000 by Jeffree Star Cosmetics executive, leaked documents say. Now there's another person named Christopher Stone who is not a good person that used to run and operate Sticky Drama that tweeted out a receipt of an alleged check that was used to pay off people that were accusing Jeffree Star of some pretty bad things. And one of those very people that are mentioned being paid off with this alleged check was this person, Danny, that I know messaged Liam and then relayed the message to the T Avengers. Wow, is that not crazy? It's just crazy to me that every single one of these people in this chat have egg on their face now. And every single one of them in some way contributed to James Charles still getting away with this. This is why James Charles feels comfortable going on these podcasts, just saying whatever like he did with the Sophia Franklin person. But I want to remind you guys of what James Charles said on the Impulsive podcast.
I've talked to a lot of different guys that that live in different states as well. This is a better example than just a dinner. Like I've talked to guys that live in different states and stuff, and I'm like, hey, like why don't you come visit? And like, well, I can't afford a plane ticket. Yep. And it's like, okay, well, I can. So like get on the plane. And like, well, I just don't really feel comfortable with that. But like I love you and I really want to be together. And I'm like, well, we can't be together because you can't afford a plane ticket. You're probably still in either high school or college, like a senior in high school or in college. Right. So like either you accept the flight and realize that like this is what I'm bringing to the relationship so we can spend time together if you actually care about me. Yep. Or we literally never meet.
At some point in time, I do believe that there's going to be more information that's going to come out about the manipulation of the beauty community, specifically the beauty drama channels, and how some of these people played an instrumental role in trying to take myself down as well as many others. There are some people that are still a part of this that I have not mentioned in this video that I do plan on coming out about and talking about more. But I want to know what you guys think about all this. Do you believe that James Charles is a master manipulator? And do you believe that these people that were followed by this T Avenger account were a part of this group chat? Because for me, in my opinion, all signs point to yes. But if you made it this far in this video, leave me the thumbs up emoji down below. Don't forget to like this video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.